Israel is the only state in the world that feeds its enemy during wartime, providing them food, water, and medicine. Now, since Hadar was missing in action, and then after 36 hours he was declared dead according to forensic evidence, I would like to remind you that Hadar was killed 2 hours after ceasefire was declared on August 1st, 2014. Since then, and this ceasefire was brokered by the United Nations and the United States, supported by the European Union. So since then, we are looking for the support of the international community to put pressure on Hamas and on Gaza in order to return Hadar and another soldier on to decent burial in Israel. Okay? But about the international humanitarian law, only 6 months ago, on Erev Christmas, December 22nd, we had a special Security Council at the UN, together with Professor Erwin Kotler, the Canadian, and actually he proved, he set a legal case showing that Hadar's case is a violation of the international humanitarian law, not just by the Hamas, but legally by the Palestinian Authority. And this is actually the same legal authority that all the international community is providing money to Gaza. So the general theme is to get to those that give money to Gaza and say, hey, you cannot provide humanitarian aid to those that violate the international humanitarian law. Actually, you have to fight it. And I would use Professor Erwin Kotler's words 2 weeks ago at the European Parliament. He said to to the donors to Gaza, whenever you provide humanitarian aid to Gaza, you should factor in the return of the soldiers. I mean, this is so basic.
And then my important question, the question we all here have, what answers are you getting? Because we're not seeing that. Not in the Israeli government, forget it now. We're talking about international issues.
Yeah.
What are the answers you're getting? I understand that from the United Nations, a very disappointing answer.
But the answers from the European countries was very good and responsive. Actually, they added us to the checklist whenever they do assessment here in Israel to the Gaza situation, a humanitarian situation, and they actually consider how to factor in the next humanitarian aid to Gaza with the return of the soldiers. Now, the other thing that is more important to our American friends is how President Trump can help us. Actually, President Trump showed us how he released the hostages from North Korea. There was a declaration of some agreement, and as a credibility check, there was the release of the hostages. Now we have the same situation here. We have a big initiative of the United States with the Egyptian to rebuild Gaza and to upgrade Sinai. And this is done together with the Egyptian. So we say now, please go and ask President Trump to deliver the message out and loud to the Egyptian as a credibility check. You should return Hadar and Ron, because the Egyptians have the greatest leverage about the Hamas.
Dr. Lea Goldman, thank you so much for joining us, and we look for good news.